I'm sure we're all aware by now of the potential benefits of MFA, the ability to use a second factor during authentication or access to better assure that the user is legitimate. Now, at a basic level, MFA can stop an attacker in their tracks by requiring she respond to a phone call, an email, or an OTP to a registered mobile device to further prove her identity. The benefits in risk reduction, I hope, are pretty obvious. So in this demo, I'm going to highlight MFA in the Centrify world. Unlike other solutions in the privileged identity management space, we've built MFA into our platform so it can be leveraged wherever an authentication or access control decision is made, i.e., not only during login to a password vault. This diagram shows each of those places. We see MFA can be applied on login to the password vault, when a remote login session is initiated from the vault or a shared account password is checked out. We can also apply MFA if a generic secret or SSH key is retrieved. And finally, down at the host system level, on login at the PAM level on Unix, Linux, and credential provider layers in Windows, and once logged in, during privilege elevation itself. I'm going to demonstrate each one of these now. Here I am at the Centrify Vault. I'm going to log in as our test user, ZachAdmin. As you can see, we can challenge for a second factor. Let's choose my YubiKey. Now I can't actually show you this as it's physically plugged into my MacBook, but I'll press the gold contact and I'm logged in. So that's the first MFA example. Next we'll look at Windows. Here in my list of available servers, I'll display a list of available accounts for this Windows server. I want to log in with my AD domain account, so let's select that. Now before the session is made available, you see the second example of MFA. This is on session initiation from the vault, so we're still at the vault level. For this we'll choose the Mobile Authenticator. This is a Centrify mobile app available on iOS or Android. It can receive a push notification and assumes that the device is enrolled in the Centrify platform. I'll bring my phone into view and we see the notification. I'll click on that and approve. Note that I didn't need to transcribe a PIN and I'm logged in. So while we're here, let's continue with Windows. Note that I could have enabled MFA at the Windows credential provider layer, but I'll demonstrate server-level MFA when we get to Linux. Centrify best practice, of course, is not to log in as administrator or other highly privileged shared accounts. We log in with our own least privileged account and elevate privilege as and when required. So on the desktop is a link to the Centrify Audit Analyzer application used to review session recordings. If I run this, you see I don't have enough privilege because I'm just logged in as myself, ZachAdmin, with least privilege. Instead, let's elevate privilege, since Zach has a Centrify role allowing him to do that. However, note that MFA has been enabled selectively for this application, and so as we can see, he's been prompted to validate himself. Let's choose SMS this time. I'll pull my phone back into view, and there's the SMS message. My iPhone doesn't need to be enrolled in the Centrify service for this particular MFA method. Okay, now let's turn our attention to Linux. I'll pull up a list of available local Linux accounts and attempt to check out the password for the Linux maintenance shared account. Now, as you can see, we have the option of prompting for a second factor on password checkout as well. Let's choose email this time. The email has arrived, so I'll open it up, click on the authentication link, and the password is revealed. Now going back to the list of systems, let's now choose to log into the Red Hat One box with my AD domain account. Here you see MFA at server login. I'll choose a phone verification this time.
Hello, this is Centrify. Please complete your authentication by pressing the pound or hash key. You successfully authenticated using Centrify. You may hang up now. Goodbye.
Now we're logged in, let's show MFA on privilege elevation, but for Linux. As you can see, I don't have permission to edit the sudoers file. However, I have a Centrify role, so I can elevate with DZDo. But before I'm granted access, you see, I have to verify my identity. Let's use the Centrify app again. Once approved, I need to hit return in the Linux session, and as you can see, I'm now able to edit the sudoers file. Okay, we're in the final stretch. Let's quit out of Linux and go back to the vault to see the last example of MFA. I'll navigate to the secrets page where we're able to store arbitrary secrets, and I'll attempt to retrieve the one titled Jenkins URL config. As you can see, I'm required to further validate my identity before the secret is revealed. And there's the secret revealed. So in summary, MFA is fantastic to help reduce your attack surface. However, access control decisions are not limited to only the Vault portal login. To maximize risk reduction, you need the option of MFA at multiple touchpoints throughout your infrastructure, both at the Vault level and at the host level.